it's Deanna with Stitches Quilting, and we're going to be using the Maker and some JoAnn's fabric today. I picked out some fabric that's from their 1930s collection, and it's their premium cotton quilting fabric, and it is just divine to work with, especially with the Cricut Maker. So let me go ahead and show you the Cricut Maker for one moment, because we are making this darling Hexie quilt. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my Cricut Maker for those of you that haven't seen it. I want to show you how easy it is to actually use. So we're going to let that turn on. And today we are going to be using the fabric grip mats with the fabric. So we've got a 12 by 24 inch fabric mat, and we've got a 12 by 12 inch fabric mat. This quilt that we're using is going to be using just the 12 by 12, but you could use the 12 by 24. The Cricut Maker is on. I'm going to go into my settings on my iPad. One really nice thing about the Cricut Maker is you have got this little groove here to hold your iPad, your phone, or you could be using your laptop with this. But today we're going to use my iPad. We're going to go into settings, which I just did. I'm going to tap Bluetooth, and I can see the Cricut Maker right there. And I'm going to go ahead and pair the iPad with the Cricut Maker. And we actually cut out all of our fabric squares with the Cricut Maker with the JoAnn's premium quilting cotton fabric. And you can look at this, there's just absolutely no fraying, there's nothing going on. These fabrics are just utterly beautiful, and you can see how we laid them out. But I wanted to show you how to stitch these blocks together. And it's phenomenal, because the Cricut Maker has actually cut off, I don't know if you can see this, but even your little triangles that you would have as excess fabric right there, you've got like a little cut edge, and you can just match things so perfectly. So I don't know if you've ever wanted to make a half hexie quilt, but look at how nice that is. I've got a 1/4 inch foot on here, and I'm going to just lay this down, and we are going to just stitch this together like that in this V shape. I've got this working right here. And then I'll show you what this looks like is just a nice long piece right here. So that is how we stitch these blocks together, is in the V shape. You go ahead and you lay them out like this. You stitch right across there, and then when you open it up, it has it into a nice line. And you don't have any little clippings that you have to cut off of here to actually make that look good. So everything is cut and trimmed, and we would now just press this and keep sewing the other squares, the actual hexie squares along here. So let us go ahead and show you how we are laying out these cut squares with, I'm actually using my iPad with the Cricut Design Space. So you could use your phone or whatever you wanted. So you can see we've got the pattern of how that this is laid out. And then we're just laying out the squares according with the 5 different fabrics where we want these to be. And you can see that we've now cut these into, we've actually sewn these into strips, and we're now going to sew each of these strips together. And you can see right here, we're actually pinning these, and we're going to now stitch these strips together. And that will make our quilt, and we'll have our quilt top finished. We are going to be careful that when we go ahead and match these seams, that this is going to be matched with either side, so that our points will match in there. So we're going to go ahead and go with that, and we will get the same pattern that we're looking at here. Of course, you can go ahead and lay things out and design them however you would like. All right, so what we have done here is we have our strips sewn together of the half hexies. I wanted to show you how we pin these. We're actually just taking these and we're going to line up these seams with the flaps going opposite to each other. So you can see this one we're pushing up and this one we're facing down. We're going to just push those together real firmly. We're going to pin that, and that will just secure everything together very nicely. We're then going to go ahead and stitch this like this. Hold on. Grab that foot. And we're going to just stitch this along. Straighten these out. So this is how you actually sew these together. Once again, these flaps are going opposite directions, and we'll keep stitching that together. Okay, so that's pretty good. I should have better lighting right here. I'll hold it up and open it. And then we can see how that has matched. And, oh, let's take out that pin. And how it's matched. Seams right there. Okay, that's good.